Dude, 2024? What a flipping year. I honestly think this has been absolutely wild. There's been some big changes to both my personal life and obviously to the channel as well. And another great thing, we hit 100 subs and I cannot thank you guys enough. I know a lot of people say this, but it means the world to me, and I just want to say thank you so much. It's absolutely amazing. It means that you love the content, the channel. It's great validation for me as well. And honestly, any feedback, even if you're not subbed, is absolutely terrific. Just let me know what I can do better, what you want to see next. I'm thinking about starting up a couple other things where I can get you guys involved a lot more as well, so that should be absolutely amazing. But what I thought I'd do this year is something a bit different. So usually at the end of years I wrap up stuff like movies and TV shows, greatest hits, the greatest kind of bad bits of each year, all pushed into one drawing. And what I thought I'd do this year is maybe scale that down a bit, but then scale it up a bit later. Because I hit 100 subs this year and because of all the support you guys have shown, I've actually decided to put all of you guys into a drawing. And how exactly I'm doing that is by putting all your profile pics in. Now, the problem with this, I can only see about 44 of you guys. Because when you make a YouTube account, you have the option to private your subscriptions, to sort of private you from the people you're subscribed to. It doesn't mean that I don't love you as much though. I love you all equally and it's absolutely amazing. So honestly, thank you so much. But anyway, I guess one of the biggest things this year is that we turned to short form content. It was kind of just a rash decision I made, and to be honest, it's turned out for the better. It just seems to be working a lot better. Like long form videos just weren't doing too well, and I might do a couple every now and then, a couple streams, but you know, like this kind of stuff sort of works out now and then, just speed lapses and time lapses. But yeah, as you can see, we're pretty much done. But yes, as you can see, we've got some of my favourite parts from the year surrounding that bit that I drew earlier with all of you in it, and with the magical digital editing, I've actually added some filters and painted it all in Krita while adding a bit of edge glow and a bit of my own style to it and putting my own flair on your profile pictures. Anyway, I guess we'll get into the breakdown. So first up we've got Philip Hilliam, then Smithers, then Ifco Edits, Ollie Lister, Joseph McCroy, Ceres Cray Modelling School, Miranda, Neo, Jimmy Devies, Tezzy Plays Games, Emmy Piaseca, Thomas Turner, Nightwolf 74, Eric Wallace, Fernando Alorca, Death to Pigeons, Abel Bone, Kieran Keogh, Part 2, McClark and Fally, thank you all so much. And again, even the people who aren't on this drawing, thank you so much as well. Again, I just can't say enough, but it does mean everything. And now for the breakdown of my best and kind of favourite bits I've done throughout the year. So in the top left, we've got Karat and Krayat in their first incarnations, I do believe so. Next to that, we've got actually a bit of a collab I did with Magical Cacti on TikTok, which was thrilling. Next to that, we've actually got a drawing which I sent over to them afterwards, which was an additional dragon drawing I did for Inktober, which was my first kind of digital piece in that era, and I had a lot of fun with it. I actually started kind of off as a replication of the Bewilder Beast from How to Train Your Dragon, and kind of developed into this thing, which I, well, was really happy with, because it's actually a drawing that I put into digital, like this one that I've then gone and painted, and it's turned out rather interesting. Obviously, over to the left of that, we've got the Dick Turpin, the Pussycats, and the two tits, the yellow and the blue tit, which was my April Fool's thing. I thought it was pretty fun. Pretty cool joke. There was actually a less PG video, which I may release at some point. Over to the left of that, we've got the camera build, which was the Lego thing, which I did very end of 2024. I got it for Christmas. That was quite cool. It's an old Polaroid, and to be honest, I have actually used one of these cameras before, and it's quite nostalgic for some of my family too, which is pretty damn cool. We've got the Minecraft sheep in the bottom left corner, which was a hideous creation that I decided to make out of nowhere. So it'll be really fun, and you know what? It's going to give me nightmare fuel for the rest of my life, but I think it is actually really, really cool. And then just behind that, we've actually got something from the week-long challenge where I was basically just trying to design random environments, and we got this really cool sort of surrealist, kind of dark or sort of moody, somewhat like extraterrestrial themed thing with these horns protruding from the bottom right of the page, where you've got this like massive thing in the clouds, kind of inspired by the movie Arrival, and you've got these like little teepee tents on the edge of a cliff next to this massive sort of swirling thing. Then obviously off down below next to that you've got the dragons, and this was kind of like my first push into merging the barrier between kind of traditional drawing and digital drawing, where I basically draw everything out on paper first, take that, scan it in, and then colour it underneath and add bits onto it. And that's kind of what I want to push in 2025. I want to like push those two bits together. They're two bits that I'm really good at. I'm going to try painting at some point, but it's going to go horribly. But traditional and digital, I want to push them together because it's a style I'm developing, and for the better, to be honest, because it's turning out incredibly well. Obviously over to the right we've got Jaden Animation's cat, which I made an animation for doing the toothless dance. It has a resemblance to it. Had an idea, and you know what? It actually got put in my university animation showreel, which we did for the first year, so that was pretty damn cool. And of course, just above that and behind it as well, we have got another piece from that week-long challenge where I draw designs for environments, and I've got to say, the visuals on that is quite stunning, how the environment contrasts with this wall and this background and the moon itself, how the styles kind of vary, but they all kind of match into one image, and the way that I've used the tools and everything, so I think it works really well and the colour composition is quite well. And bearing in mind at this point, I haven't really learnt colour theory, it does work incredibly well. On top of that, obviously you've got something massive that happened in 2024. I came out as unlabelled, and it's been something that was pestering on my mind for a while. It was such a massive weight off my chest. But yeah, anyone that's in like LGBTQ community, anyone that's on the spectrum, I welcome you, and honestly everyone else as well. Anyone is welcome here, and I do wholeheartedly support you. So yeah, it's absolutely great to meet other people who are part of the community. And then I guess just kind of finally above that, we've got the C&C avatar, which I made, I think like halfway through the year. Yeah, I just needed one for a while. I needed one for storytelling, and it has become such a big thing now. It's come such a long way. I use it in all my tutorial shorts. I use it in a couple of videos here and there. I use it in a lot of shorts now as well. And the thing is, I had this idea to redraw it every year, but this one, I think it's iconic. It sticks. I know it's just my emblem on the figure, but that is actually me. I took a picture of myself, drew over it, and then imprinted it onto digital, as I've done with other stuff, and then put this C&C on the basically top of it. And well, if any of you saw, then I actually did go ahead and make a real C&C eye, which I'll show on the screen now. Basically, it's a bit like a cosplay. I just need a white bodysuit and I'm pretty much good. But I think the idea is to get like a fresher new idea is that every 5 years, kind of from this point, so 2030, I am essentially going to redesign an avatar, but then every year I'm also going to redraw C&C to see how that evolves. Cal out and Clay out, by the way. I'm going to redraw them every year, see how that kind of evolves, and the styles I go with, and see if I make any changes, and also all their different forms throughout these like multiple universes and everything. So I think that could be really, really fun. But once again, thank you so much for an amazing, wonderful, supportive 2024. I can't wait to see what comes in 2025. I've got some amazing ideas. I've got some stuff that I'm starting off with already. It's going to be a lot more like fan art and animations and memes, and hopefully some more like community engagement projects as well. So yeah, I wish you all a wonderful day, evening, night, afternoon, depending on wherever you are, because as I said, everybody is welcome. Have a good one, and I guess I'll see you soon. Also, check out my socials, which I'll leave at the end here, because I do often post on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter quite a lot. So yeah, see ya, and goodbye.